Blessings. So people, I know that I have been away for some time. I took an hiatus. However, I explained in a video before now what was the cause of that. So this afternoon, some of the stories that will be mentioned: a collision on the Royal Nova Main Road involving a truck and a Grand Vitara, mechanic and gun related charges after a heated incident with a female. Also coming up, man allegedly kills landlord in dispute over rent in exchange Ocharayo's St. Ann. So that and more, but most importantly, I'm back, and in order for you to get these news items, you need to join the movement. So remember that if you're new to the channel, if it is your first time over here, please I'm asking you to subscribe. Plus, click the notification bell, and while doing so, select option all, so that way you'll be first in line to be notified about each and every activities on our channel, on this channel. And also remember to give this video a like for YouTube algorithm. Blessings and more beatitude. Stay safe. So the Firearm Licensing Authority, FLA, is this afternoon reporting that it will embark on a firearm destruction project in June. Consequently, all firearms that have been left at the FLA for over 5 years without payment of the requisite storage fee will be destroyed accordingly. The authority says the project is in keeping with Section 45(5)(b) of the Firearms Act, which provides that firearms which may have been stored at FLA beyond 12 months without payments of the prescribed fees will be forfeited to the Crown. Therefore, all such firearms having been forfeited will be embarked for destruction. Licensees of the FLA whose firearms are likely to be forfeited under this provision and who wish to reclaim their firearms should make contact with the authority before May 31. And if you was once a carrier, you should know the protocols. So if you are here in Jamaica, you might want to do the right thing and resume your safety. Now to the parish of St. Ann. Pastor of the City of Refuge End Time Prophetic Ministries Church in Windsor, St. Anne's Bay, Christine McLean, pleaded guilty to 2 breaches under the Disaster Risk Management Act, DRMA, when she appeared in the St. Ann Parish Court. McLean was fined $150,000 on each count, in addition to a $1,500 fine for disorderly conduct, for a total of $301,500. 2 co-accused, Philippa Gordon and Winston McCoy, also pleaded guilty to 2 breaches under the DRMA and were similarly fined $300,000. All 3 were given 2 months to pay the fine or spend 6 months in jail custodial time, and they were arrested in March after police visited the church and saw more than 50 congregants in attendance, which was in breach of the C-19 legislation, which at the time stipulated that no more than 10 persons should attend church. And to add to that, to add to the fury, on the day, Miss McLean and several of the congregants were not wearing masks, and despite being given time to end the service and disperse, they persisted with the service. So McLean, Gordon and McCoy were taken to the police station where they were formally charged. In the court, as the charges were being read, Parish Judge Von Facey interrupted the clerk to ask if this case before him was the incident highlighted on TVJ News, and it was confirmed by the clerk. So in a few words, the judge stated that what he saw was not too pleasant. However, citing a case in Kingston in which an offender was fined $1 million, the judge decided to levy the charges at $300,000 for both counts. He also reminded McLean that while there are laws of God and laws of men, the laws of men should also be observed, and rightfully so, because that is a major problem in Jamaica, where our people failed miserably from time to time to obey the rules and laws of our own country, but comply whenever they traveled or migrated to other countries. So it is obvious that they are just negligent, spiteful, and unruly. Now to neighboring parish, motorists who traverse Spanish Town Road in the corporate area, especially in the vicinity of Seaview Gardens, are calling on the authorities to repaint the medians that run along the busy thoroughfare, as they are concerned that obscure markings on the curb walls in that area could lead to serious collisions. And we saw what went down on the PJ Patterson leg of highway the other day when at least 4 families were left mourning the loss they have suffered due to a collision that claimed the life of at least 4, if my memory serves me well. Some drivers also share their own bad experience along the roadway because it is not properly marked. One driver stated that just the other day while driving along the road, and by the time he realized, the car ran over the median because at night you cannot see the curb, so it is a risky situation along that leg. Stacey Ann Williams, a female motorist, said she has a near-miss collision because of the same problem. So be attentive, then leave a comment and make your opinion count down in the comment section. So the roadway close to the entrance of Seaview Gardens is where that sort of problem can be clearly identified. So motorists are concerned that if this issue is not addressed as soon as possible, it could lead to a serious collision, so the authorities need to sort that out before it resulted in fatalities. Now as we move westward, the St. James Police have arrested and charged 28-year-old Devon Cooper, a mechanic of Perry Street, Montego Bay in St. James, following an incident that occurred in his community on Saturday, May 1. Reports from the Montego Bay CIB Criminal Investigation Branch are that about 2 p.m., Cooper and the now complainant got into an argument during which Cooper allegedly inflicted several wounds to the now complainant while threatening to kill her. He then reportedly pointed a firearm at her, but she managed to escape and reported the incident to the police. An investigation was commenced by the police and a search of Cooper's premises was conducted, and a Springfield 9mm pistol containing a magazine with 14 9mm rounds of ammunition was allegedly found and seized. Cooper was subsequently arrested and charged with illegal possession of a firearm, illegal possession of ammunition, assault at common law, and assault occasioning actual bodily harm. A date for his appearance in court is being finalized by the police, so I'll keep you abreast on that as the case progresses. Now on to some C19 updates. An additional 6 C19 related deaths and 172 new cases were reported across Jamaica on Saturday, according to the Ministry of Health and Wellness. The deceased are an 81-year-old male from Trelawney, a 54-year-old female from Kingston and St. Andrew, a 71-year-old male from St. Mary, also another male from St. Mary, which was an 83-year-old, a 60-year-old female from St. Anne, and a 68-year-old male from St. Catherine. The casualties bring the overall C19 death toll in Jamaica to 790. However, there were 2 other deaths of C19 patients over the 24-hour period that are now under investigation. In the meantime, the newly confirmed C19 cases bring the total number of cases on record for the island to 46,039. So of the newly confirmed cases, 99 are females and 73 are males, with ages ranging from 85 to 94 years old. And there were 30 recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew, 29 in St. Thomas, 27 in St. Catherine, 18 in Manchester, 14 in St. Anne, 13 in St. James, 10 in Clarendon, Westmoreland 9, Portland 6, St. Elizabeth 6, St. Mary 5, Trelawney 3, and Hanover as 2. There are 15 moderately ill patients and 24 critically ill patients among the 23,420 active cases now under observation on the island. So I'll keep you abreast with the updates as well. Now to the fallen landlord over in St. Ann. A man is now on the run after he allegedly pierced his landlord to death during a dispute in Lancewood in the exchange near Ochirayos, St. Ann. The deceased have been identified as a 58-year-old Desmond Sherwood of Lancewood in the parish. According to the reports, about 6 a.m., Sherwood and his tenant had an argument over the collection of rent that was due, and during the altercation, the tenant, the madman, allegedly used the sharpest utensil belonging to the kitchen to inflict several piercings to his landlord before absconding, before fleeing the scene. Sherwood was then assisted to a medical facility where he was pronounced upon arrival. A search has since been launched for the suspect that must be relentlessly executed until this man is caught and brought to justice, because basically he killed the man over the rent money when the man could have thought about doing the same thing or something similar due to the fact that he was at the defensive end, and he decided to keep it verbal, which was of a lesser impact, and it still resulted in his dismissal. So it is best if when you're going to negotiate with people of anger, with persons with these anger management problems, you seek the assistance of the police so they can serve as a deterrent against a flare-up, etc. Because it is clear to us that persons are willing to have you subtracted, especially when they're on the wrong side and don't want to face justification. And like always, the truth is the truth, and that is that. This collision happens a short while ago on the Rio Nuevo main road in St. Mary, involving a truck and a Grand Vitara SUV. So for that reason, I don't have enough information as to what went down or who was the cause. I can't confirm at the moment if there was any casualties either, etc. But please be attentive, then leave a comment and make your opinion counts down in the comment section.
So how does that truck turn about Bill?
Police, brother,
Yes, I got a police car. Jolly, how I go on that, man?
It's okay. I see a vehicle and I end up going.
I see a vehicle. Yeah, because I try to understand how the truck turn over up the hill and then load. So you can't go fast up the hill.
I take a fast up?
Yeah, you can't go fast up the hill if you turn over. So I wonder what go on. You can't just go up the hill and turn over. You're mad with load.
So there you have it, and in case you're new to the channel, if it is your first time over here, please I'm asking you to subscribe, plus click the notification bell, and while doing so select option all, so that way you'll be first in line to be notified about each and every activities on our channel. And also remember to give this video a like for YouTube algorithm blessings and more beatitude. Stay safe.